always makes me smile when I see that smoke kit combination on the CT side in these pistol rounds, because from my point of view, it makes any round winnable. It basically means even in a 1v5, it's hard, but it's possible to win one of those situations with just a smoke kit combination. Heroic, they pulled the trigger. They're ready to go into the bomb site. It's Youngstar to begin with. Glock in hand as he takes down Khan, and now Sway's here. He really wants a shot, but I love this from Heroic. Why challenge him? Why give him the opportunity to fight? Why not just fall back, plant the bomb, and now it's a lot of more pressure here on the Nemiga side. Risky Bob hoping for a headshot. It's not going to be happening. Instead, he gets hunted down by Tenier, and it's 3 versus 4. But here we talk about it, the smoke kit combination. They're already inside. They've already got it. 1 second left. They're hunting for it. But there we go. There is always a way with that combo.
I feel like a ninja, you know? That's it.
Absolutely pumped.
A lot of people complain about it.
Well, they should shut up, Handits.
They should. Well, you know, they can complain, but you know, Valve, they do what they do.
Yeah.
Nobody can make them do anything. Nicely done. xCloud. That interview that he had with Maui earlier was fantastic. Great work. xCloud getting another one. Tenier also taking out Sway. And yeah, this round is completely blown apart. Nemiga wanted to fight in the middle, and they're not surprised by the rifles. They knew there was going to be a force up in this round. So in a way, it's a bit curious to see them take that many peaks where there are no setups with flashbangs. We're not talking about them having any kind of, you know, real plan here. To some extent, maybe they just even wanted to take a look into the middle, but at that stage, I feel like you have to have more of a plan. You've got to use some of the utility to make that a better fight for the FAMAS and the MP9s.
Yeah, really, really tricky round. I feel like Mirage is one of the harder maps when you're in the situation that we're in precisely with Nemiga there, where totally, yeah, and it's such a good map for it. And to begin with, we see Khan picking up the AWP. Very light on nades. Of course, for the CT side, want to maximize the firepower. And you know, Khan being responsible for making that rotation pretty quickly all the way over towards the A site.
It's going to be fast. They're not going to slow down. You're this deep in already. There are no counter utility really happening. Look at how much they've caught Risky Bob, and Santa's going to go down. This round is probably done already. I'm actually a bit surprised to see Lear even step out here. LNC has gone down, but it doesn't matter unbiased. Lear was just standing still in order to not get barbecued there. He's just trying to not move, but oh, it's a good shot.
Yeah, you're totally right. Just it just seems so oppressive, doesn't it? From Heroic. What a great call, and you can see Moses to get hunted, pulling out the AK, trying to edge forwards, but gets taken out nonetheless. Still a pretty quick pace into the B apartments, it looked like, but they will get slowed down by the Molotov. And so this now buys some space and time for Nemiga to actually do something, trying to make the play forward, and it's not going to work out ultimately. A 4v3 there now for Heroic, and they can speed up the pace again, straight into the B site.
Yeah, but this time at least they've got a bit of a setup here. Khan in the market. He's got that AWP, and he will take down Youngstar. So 3v3. They had another rotation coming in as well. So if they would have kept going to Heroic, I think they get crushed. Very, very fast rotation from Nemiga, but there's so much time left that Heroic don't have to keep going. Oh, and they catch Sway in a very unfortunate position there, jumping up on the bench, and you'd probably want to point the finger at him a little bit there and say, that's too careless. That's jumping around too much in a professional game. You're very likely to get caught in those moments. Lear and Khan, 2 versus 3. The bomb making its way back to B now, and still there's a chance here for Nemiga to win it, which they absolutely must.
Yeah, it really is a must win. And Khan with the AWP. Going so exposed for that kill. Doesn't land the shot, but Lear certainly will. And that is the bomb in the apartment, so that's going to have to make its run all the way back. And Lear trying to take the fight there. Had he killed the player on A, that would be a very different story, but unfortunately, alas.
It's so cool to have witnessed xCloud's sort of progression as a player, because he's one of these players, again, that had a lot of hype around him, and then I think he probably, you know, he was tested too early on, but I think at one point last year, he had like, I think at one point he played more FPL games than almost anybody else in the space. And it was him and Jota that were together on Sangal, the two Turkish players. And out of the two, I thought Jota was probably the smarter playing one. I think xCloud has a lot to prove in that sense. Like he needs to prove that he's, you know, he's not just sort of another ex-Sangal player who's, you know, maybe good. And I would say this tournament, he's definitely stepped it up in a giant way. 10-0 on him right now. Looking to see if he can find something more. Already with 6-1 scoreline here for Heroic. I mean, this is a dream start. They don't really need much more right now. Everything else is just a luxury from here on out.
There's some danger here. Oh, there it is. Sway. Oh, the Deagle rings in connector there for two. Sway with a third as well. Now it's Risky Bob in the 1v1 against Youngstar. A chance from nothing for Nemiga. The A side, of course, is compromised. The bomb will go down, and there is no kit for Risky Bob, and he'd be looking to find his first kill in this series so far. Can he find Youngstar?
Sneaking up on the stairs already, swinging up for it. He does get the spray down. Just a question of timing alone. Like you said, Dan, the first kill that's asked of you, and it's in a 1v1 clutch to try and finally get around. It was the first time that they win that isn't the pistol, obviously, with the Ninja Defuse or the Smoke Defuse, but this is actually a round that they could be proud of here. Sway, obviously, like you said, there was a bit of danger, but this is impressive.
It's so cool, too, because Xanta actually played a huge part there because he had shown himself behind the wood there on the stairs, but he had actually since repositioned around the corner.
And then they have to go into this, you know, 20-30 second timeout because of the call that was made by Heroic there. So it's just a way to make them not have as much momentum. They blow open that smoke. I say it all the time, but when there's no window smoke thrown, you should think this is going to happen. And Khan is aware. I love that. He knew what was happening.
There's a problem, though, because there's a second orb as well. Khan's going to go down there, but they're moving into the second orb. They don't know that there's a second orb on the server right now. Risky Bob, oh, he might just be owning himself on the timing. He might still get a kill here, but he's going to be in a compromised position. What can he do to perform? That's a great second shot there. Risky Bob gets the no-scope. There's one more player left. Nemiga, look to stabilize. Assistance is on its way. Risky Bob, surely done enough now. Where are his teammates? They need to get over here. Now they know where xCloud is. The grenade to delay things even further. And there is the cavalry. It has arrived. And it seems like Nemiga are in such a good spot here. xCloud seems unable to find a fight. And there we go. Risky Bob, the second orb, the surprise AWP goes huge for Nemiga.
He does it in what has to be just the most difficult way possible, right? He actually gives up his position for, I don't even know why, but then he goes into this one, which you're very tradable here. And they're not ready for it. That is just beyond crazy. See if they can find a good Molotov against Sway's position. If not, he's a bit of an interesting off angle. Yeah, they put some pressure on there. Flash going through. It's a nice shot onto Tanir, but immediately return. And that's worth it. You'll take that trade if you're on the Heroic side here. Blowing up with the grenade and looking for the kill is Khan, and he will drop Youngstar. So that's going to slow things down. Maybe even slow down the bomb plant. No, they found a space right in front. So 3v4 in the upper plant.
Oh, wow, through the smoke. The warband comes in onto LNZ, and they're getting picked apart here. They don't have any post-plant positioning to work with. The CT's encroaching now. And xCloud has to deliver something crazy, but up against the orb, the dry peak somehow wins that fight. Very crazy to win that one, but the drama comes to a close, and Nemiga, they are coming back, Anders. We were like, oh, how do they perform into these rounds? Heroic are playing these great gun rounds, but Nemiga are blowing up the server with plays. That's how they're doing it.
One-sided matches here. We want this to be a real battle.
I feel like it's not so common to see teams playing double orb, just as the standard. Nemiga bought, or rather, they prefer this, and what a big pickup to find early on Cat.
He ran for that. That's a classic xCloud kind of peak. He's so fast. He's 14-3 as well. If we see that from his point of view, you're going to see how quick that was. Tanir, Youngstar both go down. LNC with a bit of a return and a wall bang to take down Shui as well. I mean, there's not a lot to do. Heroic mechanically are just, they're so impressive right now. Risky Bob alone to save the AWP.
So Nemiga unaffected.
Just also to contextualize this a bit, it's Heroic's map pick of Mirage. Dust 2 is the second map pick by Nemiga, obviously. So, gonna be a lot of opportunities. If everyone's gonna look at this, oh God. How do you even win against that?
Yeah, that's so hard.
The kills are just... That's so outrageous. All the standard utility in the middle here. Khan frustrated that he can't really find a way to AWP. He's going to try and see if he can blow open the smoke at some point, I think. Some shots ringing up with the AK. X-Floud is here, Sunpire's on the other side, so you must be careful. Nice little shot there onto Risky Bob. Yeah, that's how they win that early stage. And if they can get closer, they're going to sandwich this A-bomb site very quickly.
And the aggression, love this. You're a 4v5, you're down a player, let's go for some aggression, try to see what you can find, but telling Z to find it instead. Great timing from him, he's been lethal! Second entry into the site, and Lear, he'll take down one X-Floud out of connector, but he is so locked out by the util, and right now for Nemiga, saving really does seem to be the only choice.
I mean, they can't just round up 12, right? And they just have to go for it. But what do you do? Santa in the 1 versus 4. There's absolutely no way back. I wish we'd get a replay of Sway falling back. Oh, it's a mid-air shot as well. Triple from Sunpire's, and a fantastic beginning for Heroic.
Yeah, I feel like one way to describe that first half of Nemiga was glass cannon.
Yeah.
They hit hard, but they were pretty brittle at the same time. But moving into this pistol, they have that Beer Palmer's control. There are a couple players on the other end of this. Khan takes down Sunpire's in connector. That actually might change the plan here, especially now that X-Cloud has defended against Santa. So Nemiga need to make a call. Do they continue to press? They're currently looking to pause. Oh, the timing there from Sway is gorgeous.
Yeah, that noise being made from X-Cloud. He's hoping maybe they read it as just another jump, but he was on top and they were aware. Tania, mechanically so gifted, but overpowered by the Glock there. The Goosh coming in, no helmet obviously in the pistol round, so he ends up going down. And here we go in the middle, just controlling the rotation. Khan sending a message saying, don't go this way. I'm going to be ready with the P250 up top. But actually, looks like Youngster does kind of want to challenge him. Retaking the bombs at this stage anyway is probably not going to be possible. So if you're on the Heroic side, you've got the dualies, you've got some armor, maybe you just say, okay, we're going to buy up in the next round anyway. I'm almost certain that they will Heroic. So let's just go for that. And, you know, they don't have the smoke kit combination that I was raving about in the first half. He should have definitely got the 5-7.
It is still possible with the duels.
It is.
There's 3 players here on her, and it does seem like Nemiga, they're just gonna go A. There are problems here on A. Heroic have players here. There's a scout on Sunpire's, and there is problem number 1. At least they'll take down 2 of the players on the site. Sunpire's is stuck out there trying to fight, but okay. The problems have been dealt with.
Nice.
They've balanced the equation. They can move on to the next page of problems.
Not that Nemiga could have known this, but it was really important that they execute that strat early, because while all of this was happening, Tania and LNC were already pushing into the hallways. So if they delayed this round by another 10 seconds, then Heroic are in such a stronger position. So yeah, just nicely done. Don't delay too much. Get past the Deagle. Even if X-Floud is kind of a scary player to be up against at the moment. He's not at all the only one that could do it, but right now he's taking charge. LNC wanted to stick around. I feel like fine if you want to look for exits or whatever, but yeah, just the FAMASA and the MP9 that they could have had into the next round would have been quite annoying weapons for Nemiga to be up against. And in this kind of environment, instead, there's a big opportunity for Nemiga to have much more of an easy time to begin their second half with, and that's very nice, right? They're doing a bit of a comeback here, so
on Nemiga's T sides, yeah, they're about the basics. You don't necessarily see anything super crazy, but they do the basics. But the basics are beautiful if executed cleanly.
Yeah.
Okay, spray in mid will find a kill and 99% of another kill.
Yeah, I think Tania had a Galil down there, so he wanted to fight. I wish there was a better way to sell basic counters, because it always sounds like you're, degrading it. You're saying like, oh no, they're just doing the basics. Like if you do the basics really well, and you go as a team, and you've got the leadership, and you've got the chemistry, that's awesome. That you can win like that, and it doesn't have to be, you don't have to reinvent how to play T-side Mirage every single time you go into a server.
And just to add to that too, the basics in Counter-Strike are very difficult. That's one of the reasons why the game is so good to watch, is because, and also to play, because it's easy to understand, extremely hard to master.
Yeah.
And in addition, in a situation like this, That's not bad. Steal that AK away. In addition to this, you know, you also have this situation where you're at a competition playing against the world's best teams. So doing the basics in that environment is also hard, as it is also hard to stay alive against Youngstar with the Galil.
Yeah, they've lost quite a few more players than you would want to see here.
Yeah.
Ellen, that actually does spread. Deagle shot on the one. X-Flooded low. One more headshot. Not going to be allowed, but that's pretty good. I mean, for Heroic.
And so it does feel like they're probably going for a B split here. And you know, that's pretty clear to us. There are a couple smokes left that can be...
This is also another nerdy position. It's hard to clear in the middle when you're coming through like this because you think you're clearing the box, but he's 1 pixel further out, so you might just look away. X-Cloud goes down. That's a bit of a start. All right, Tania swings into the fight and drops off the boxes. Risky Bob with a double, but Sunpius and Tania. 3-man setup at the B bomb site, and they weren't ready here, Nemiga. Now they pick up the bomb and they fall back, and Youngstar is ready and hungry for a couple of kills here as they come for the smoke. He should have had that every single time, but Sway able to get the shot in return. That's going to be disappointing. Youngstar's going to be a little bit upset at that one. And now Khan's holding this murder hole as the bomb is being planted on the other side. Steps into it and a leg shot as well. The Molotov to hold him back. Sunpius is running into it. And it's a headshot to the 1v1 up against Tania.
Tania. He's got 8 points of health. Sway has 26 points of health. Next bullet wins here. Oh, it's Tania with that bullet. Oh my goodness. Heroic managed to pull it together right at the end in that one. This might be one of the best plays that Nemiga could probably do here. Not too much time to really describe exactly why, but the info play for Youngstar could get punished. That is a great punish, but do they just move straight into Sunpius with no util to protect them? The HE takes down the weakened Khan, and indeed, Sunpius gets the dry peak. He'll have that every day. Oh, he jumps up on the box, though, and with that, there might be a chance here for Nemiga.
Yeah, there is. Sunpius so confident in his own ability. He'd potentially sell his team a little bit down the river here. It's X-Cloud to go down. Next bomb being attempted on the other side. Got to be careful. They are sneaking in. Tania getting a little bit closer. Nobody knows this yet. He's got a slight advantage. I think they've realized now. And a swing from Leah to stop it. Very low. 19 health. The jump up is there, but Risky Bob to catch him. And he very nearly takes down LNC. The pressure is on the Swedish captain. He'll get the first one. But all the work still ahead of him. 36 health on Sway down in that connector. Doesn't have any more utility on either side, so you can see it's very tricky. He's just looking for an opening. He's committed to this one. Now he knows at least up on top, but Sway will take him down. And Nemiga winning a critical round for their survival here on Mirage.
Absolutely epic.
That's the first domino that falls, and then they can't control the bomb site any longer past that kill. So it's easy to identify that was probably the moment that a mistake was made.
Yeah.
But if you take those kind of moves away from Sunpius, he's not going to be the same player. X-Cloud trying to get this shot on the center. That's a very... They only really have a couple of rifles here on the CT side. Didn't bother to reload. They're expecting more of a push coming in, and now they're focusing on a top mid position that allows Khan to walk straight in and shoot Tania in the back, and they get Sunpius. That was in the window through the smoke there, I believe, and a nice kill to get them back on track here. Nemiga, if they give this round back, that would be criminal.
When they talk about the dominoes, in they go into the B apartments. Oh, that's a nasty shot from LNC. 2-on-2 though, still a chance for Nemiga as they start to press this B site. Both CTs are here, ready to defend. LNC again, trying to be demonic with this Deagle. Now it's just down to Khan against 2 players. I think he knows where both players are in this point, but he has to control these fights. Oh, what a transfer! He knew the trade was coming, and he was ready with that 90-degree flick. The snap.
Ice cold now in the Heroic camp. That is a huge clutch. Maybe they shouldn't have been in here, but still, Khan is saving them. This, not with the AWP, but the AK is such a nice flick.
Oh, I love to see that, Anders. It's just, we talk about how beautiful the basics are, just the cleanest of transfers. You know the other guy has to peak at that moment.
Oh, this is tense now. 9-9. We're tied up. Heroic's economy buckling under them here. They've gone for a bit of a half buy. They want to stay dangerous. They want to be able to do something, but it's not a lot to work with. X-Cloud now to 20 kills, and the rest of the team not doing too badly. Can he do it with the M4? Nice little burst down, takes out Santa, swings back, another headshot. He's dropped Risky Bob. What a display. The bomb is lost in connector here. See if that's enough, if the Turkish player has done it for Heroic.
Youngstar, a bit of a walkabout there on T-Ramp. How far does he go? Because the push is looking to... It's threatening A. Of course, we've got the Palace player as well. The push is coming forward. Tenir defends again. They are falling like flies. Nemiga, nice headshot from Khan. Knows there's one jungle. However, 3 players in total to deal with Khan. It's so difficult. He knows the player's weak. He's going to try to close in. He has to. Finds it. The spin. It's not good, though. Youngstar gets it done. And Heroic win a round right back just as quickly. It does look difficult for them to get much done, but if they get damage, Anders, that would go a long way for Nemiga if they are to win the next gun round. So there's definitely a lot to play for here as they move through underpass. But there's xCloud again. He's been so problematic, but he's gone.
Yeah, can you even, again, could you blame him for trying to take these peaks? He's been playing out of his mind. Bomb is leaning towards the B side. It's in the hallways back there, but look at the retake coming in for Heroic. They want some mid control once again, so started to walk in there. Sampaius very nearly gets his head blown off, but Khan absolutely does. Risky Bob with a return and a 3 versus 4 now. 40 seconds. They pick up the bomb and they're bringing it into middle. Tenir getting chipped away at from the Tech-9, and another one in the middle. It's a lot of pressure on him. 30 seconds though, and now they're trying to get a little bit closer.
Everyone trying to fight around mid here. Heroic, they keep trying to take fights, but it's just not going all that well for them. And at one point, I mean, the time is going to force the issue. Moving into the A side, they have to plant the bomb. They've got 15 seconds to do it. The CTs through connector, hot on their heels. Some players trying to delay things with the AWP, and in comes a Tech-9 to try to chase him down potentially. But some players says he's out of there. The bomb's going to be planted. The CTs allow that to happen, and we reset. 3v3 after plant here for Nemiga.
Nice headshot from LNC. I kind of like the fact that Heroic decided to do this. It's risky. Again, they don't have the utility for the retake. They do have the kit as well, but Leah and Risky Bob, if they can solve this one, they get so close to winning the map. The retake is on. Heroic group up all 3 of them into the crossfire they go. Sampaius is down already, but Leah can't find the headshot. And now Risky Bob is back around the corner. A fadeaway shot to take down Tenir. And LNC, the pressure is all consuming. The weight of the world on his shoulder as he falls to Risky Bob.
Oh my God. Surely they're aware that Youngstar loves these pushes.
35 seconds and 1 MP9 here, just at the stairs. How much can you really do? Not a lot is the answer. Sway will take him down, and now xCloud cowering in the bomb site. He knows they're on top of him. He's so quick with the headshot, but again, the speed for the rest of Nemiga. They're going to cancel him out right away. LNC gets one, and Tenir, it's a very shallow peak for that one. Khan goes down, and now, unfortunately for Nemiga, they're in a bad position right now. They are bunched up here. They don't want to be standing on top of each other like this. Sandwiched in and waiting for the retake. Heroic, they should have this one in the bag. Leah and Santa, not with the best weapons, not with the utility, and a nice headshot there. It's all on Santa in a 1 versus 2, and he's only got 4 kills in total, Dan.
And he has smoked himself off here to get a little bit closer. They've got to spray the bomb. It's a risky play, but he is in a spot where he's got to take big risks for the big rewards. The spray coming through. He's going to swap the weapon out, the M4. The bullets running on the body blocking is there as well. Over the top of the smoke on Ticket. He can't quite find it. The Glock. Out comes the knife, but it's LNZ. The bodyguard knifes him.
I've never seen a more literal interpretation of the idea of falling on your sword. He tried to do everything to stop that defuse, including running straight into the blade. There's so many bullets. First the Galil, then the M4, then the Glock. It's not enough.
And I feel like it's so smart.
Again, this is a prime opportunity. If they win this round, then all Nemiga will have is the loss bonus. It's not going to carry them that far forward here. It's another one of these rounds that it should almost be given, and it's going to start well. Santa hasn't been able to put anything together in this map. 4 kills so far, and out early in the round. They're boosting into the window, and Sampaius got the right idea. So that's half the struggle here, but can he actually find the opening as they do try to push him down? Nice momentum in the push there, but Sway falling back, and Youngstar is ready. 3 versus 5, and Sampaius does finally get taken down.
That's an M4 collected, but Khan finds another headshot. Doesn't have a teammate next to him to pick this one up, but he could potentially pull rotation. It really just depends on how much info is being given towards B. So far, questions are being asked of that shot position. Got to look in 2 directions if you're LNZ. And Khan's going to make his way across. Has to win this 1v1. Has to win this 1v1 here. And he will! Khan! He's opened it up for his team. They're now assaulting the site. LNZ holding position. But how long can he survive? Can he get his teammate into position as well? Looks like Risky Bob will take him out and is now on xCloud.
How did he win all those fights? He should have won none of them, and it's through the smoke. xCloud wanted to beat it, but instead he gets caught by Risky Bob, and it's another miracle round for Nemiga.
Oh, the buy.
Again, I just want to recall the fact that they had maybe 5 kills in total in the first 5 or 6 rounds on Nemiga, and now they are 4 kills away from winning the map that Heroic picked for this one. Elimination on the line. We've got Dust 2 and Train as the second and third map, but right now it's all about Mirage for Heroic. They need just one more miracle to get this into overtime, and I guarantee you they're going to feel like they deserve it. They feel like they worked so hard to get this momentum at the start, and now it's been taken away. Santa's picked up the AWP now because of the low health. We're still abiding by Bogdan's, but we're still doing that. It's LNC now with the D-Glock close, and the FAMAS on Tinir. Bit of a crossfire potentially set up here, but the grenades, again, so good coming in for the T side. Lear captaining the team to victory. It's Youngstar down next to Santa, low on health. Gets the shot in xCloud. He's played like a true champion, but it's not enough. Khan will take him down, and Nemiga, they rob Heroic off Mirage. Okay, so this is going to be one where they might still end up on catwalk, to be honest, but or in short. They're going to be going into upper right now, and with that opening on Youngstar, maybe they might change their minds. The bomb is here as well. xCloud only with the 1, and there's a clear path into B. I think Heroic are actually counterplaying as well. Just to say, in the pistol rounds, about 63% of the time, Nemiga end up at the A-bomb site. They have a massive affinity for that A-bomb site.
So, like, let's say a specific open with a pistol.
Yeah.
And you disregard that by playing something else, then anything else like that, they have to question if they, you know, oh, maybe we should just play standard and focus on what we're doing instead. There are other points there, but let's see if some of these Ts can find these kills. As they escape the bomb, some Pius, he wants to build that AWP money. Oh. No, absolutely denied. Sway, the third person checking that spot. Love to see it. That's always like tilting, isn't it?
Yes.
Why is it the third guy?
There's always one, right?
There we go. He's looking out for his teammates. You know, love to see that.
Heroic, having lost that first map, they need to win some early rounds just to get the team mentally back online.
Got to be careful there, LNZ. Oh, goes for the find challenge. Nice shot from Sampias, but instantly shut down. The defense just collapsing player by player. It's been picked apart, and that's a wrap. The CT's already saving. Yeah. And I think you made a really good point there about just going quick up cat, because especially if they understand that Sampias is doors still, and so there is a timing where, you know, well, there can only be 2 people, you know, on the A site here because one guy's in mid, and so super important that the CT shut the timing down as they did with some util.
You haven't felt any counter utility. At this point, it almost seems like that's the only logical choice. Just keep walking until you find somebody. Deep Molotov, a lot of pressure onto Youngstar. He has to put that out somehow. Otherwise, he's going to burn alive. The grenades, the smokes aren't going to stop those, unfortunately. They don't stop explosions. 3 versus 5, and it's not even a question. Everyone knows.
Yeah, absolutely. So they didn't see anything. So they did have time to work out. But the problem is, you don't know how fast the other team's playing, because it could have been the case that Nemiga were going to do a late mid take, or it could be the case that they're going to do a later cat take. You just don't know their pacing just yet. Yeah. So now Heroic are going to be a bit more antsy, I feel, for these future timings.
I mean, they have so little control over the game right now. Every part of the map is sort of an issue, right? It's like this. There's no safety. You're not bullying them in the way that you were at the beginning of Mirage. Trying to save the gun here at the end, and all right, xCloud will at least be able to do that. So that's something. But they are absolutely fired up, and they should be. Nemiga, their own map pick, winning that opening map, and I would say stealing it from Heroic in some sense, which was very impressive. But right now, obviously, we're in a position here where Heroic, you know, they need a spark. They need something to revive the team at the moment.
Yeah.
Drowning right in front of us here. Somebody has to find a way to get them out of the water and back into the game. xCloud, he did so much work at the beginning, but they're going to have to call his number once again now. Counter smoke coming out. there's so much pressure. There are going to be grenades landing on him any second, and bullets too, and those are more dangerous. Nice headshot from Sway, and now they've got him trapped on long here. This is a bad position to be in if you're on the CT side. I'm shocked that Tania got to live through that. They finally do trade out the kill. 3v3, but the fact is, they needed that kill on Tania. They should have had it every time. Now a bit of a lineup here. Risky Bob will take down Tania, and that should be enough. Sunpius getting the first. A bit of a spray trying to take down Khan, but now he just has to hide. Spray on for the smoke is not connecting either. This is going to be a full-on defuse attempt. I don't think he can escape here. He's running out of time. Nice headshot. And now goes back to it, taps it again, comes running through. Santa inside with the blade out, looking for him. And now another defuse, but this time it's Santa who gets to wield the blade. Khan.
I don't know what it means, but hey.
Me neither. 7-0. I'm very surprised. I thought Heroic were going to come in with a different kind of mentality, but they do sort of feel like they've had the wind knocked out of them. Khan's taken down Tania, that's in the middle. More of a forward position, but the utility will clear out Sunpius, and they can clear him out of this one too. They can just keep Molotoving him back further and further towards the A sites.
It was bold.
He had the right, I mean, I agree with you, kind of. He had the right read there. I'm shocked that Khan didn't hit the shot more than anything else. LNC, he doesn't have a smoke. And they don't, well, they have one Molotov on Santa. They're not going to need it. Again, I keep thinking that they're going to molly out the ramp, which is such a common way to play it, but what they do instead, which I guess is a better strategy, is they just send in Sway to shoot people in the face. That's it's a pretty good tactic, to be honest.
And you know, obviously when the CTs have a lot of util, just as you kind of set up previously, you'd see spots where the Ts take a lot of HE damage, especially around the cap part of the default. Good CT sides are well studied, they know the timings, and they'll get HEs to just get that chip damage, and then it's just one headshot for that player playing the A slope with the M4. One headshot, that's all you need to take somebody down, but every fight is as hard as possible because Nemiga are avoiding so much utility damage, just so much damage in general, as they look to hunt these players.
Yes, and unfortunately for Heroic, it really makes a difference if they save these guns or not. Oh, there's the Molotov. Very late. They get rid of the youngster. The tires, good shots. He's going to be able to save the AWP, but that's, you know, that's sort of a positive now for Heroic at the stage in the game. We're saying, oh, thank God they at least got to save the AWP. 8-0. A couple of times now that Sway's been able to hit that.
What the players have at a major, at a big competition, is you can't simulate it. And so you never know how it elevates players or not. So, okay, mid push coming in for the CTs, held down by some players at range with that AWP. T's feeling it though. Nemiga looking for the defense here. They are controlling the flow. CTs do have that top mid position, but there's plenty of time to work here. Youngstar might want to push that B as well, but Sunpius, great shot there onto Sway, and he is not taking any prisoners.
This is awesome to watch for Sunpius, but it's also scary that he has to do this to get his team around, basically. Tania will finish off later, but yeah, without Sunpius right now...
And we talked about those good basics, and a delayed A long take is really strong.
And look at the setup. Because of Sunpius being so far forward and up and down, they know they can hold this, but it's an entry from Santa! What a ridiculous entry! They had the crossfire. That is supposed to be such a lockdown position. Xfloud battling his way back, clicking away. It's going to be a couple of kills for Youngster. The first two that he's had on the map. One of them with the HG, and now it's on Khan. He has a chance here, setting up the kill, but oh, he can't find it, sure, after he's dead. But Youngster with 3 kills. That's an off angle from LNC. Santa isn't just, you know, peeking to get the immediate pre-fire shot. He adjusts that aim. That's so hard to do.
Getting aggressive again here. Oh, it's great nade follow-up. They know they have to get aggressive. They've got to be more active. Early pick onto Leah is certainly going to be beneficial. And, well, there's going to be money ready for days, especially if there's a plant for Nemiga, but they've got to reset themselves.
Please tell me they do the split to A through CT spawn. I feel like it's unlikely, but especially with the bomb being here, probably more likely that they actually just trying to walk their way to the B bomb site. And with 2 people being inside, this shouldn't work, but Youngstar's not ready. Is he looking for it? Is he actually looking middle? Oh, he is, but still, the instant headshot is there.
It's crazy. They're all split up, these Nemiga players. They're finding picks left, right, center. And now it's Tanir on the B side. He has to hold it down. There's no time to send the bomb to the B side. And Tanir gets the kill, but can he get towards A in time? He's not going to block the plant. And they know precisely where Tanir is. It is such an uphill struggle for him, but the only thing he has going right now, Anders, is it's a fresh plant, and Sway and Khan are one bullet from death.
Yeah, he's in the smoke. Oh, if he had a grenade right now, it'd be so valuable. A smoke to stop that AWP at long would be huge, but all he has is the AK-47 to try and save their major run here. Swings wide, immediate headshot, and a missed opportunity on the other side. Sway, he didn't hit that one. Flash going over. He's got the kit still. There is a bit of time. He's going to make the jump on over and taps the bomb. He knows Sway has to peek. He has to do it out in the open. Tanir picks it up and he spins around. He's got the quad kill and he's got the clutch as well.
Wow, that's so close. The missed AWP shots.
Yeah.
And that's what Heroic have been operating under, these tiny windows. 3 rounds. Can they get the 4th here for the last round of this half?
It's going to be fast. Right out long they go. Santa, oh, another fantastic opening. I don't know how he does it.
He's insane!
Spins around for that shot. Sampayas wants to do something in middle. You can tell he's thinking about it. There's nobody there. They're all out long.
Xanta or Xantares? I'm not sure.
Yeah, they do share. They do share a similarity, don't they, with that kind of a name. Smoke on top here, but I think Heroic are gathering pretty good info.
And this is an interesting spot because it depends on how fast Nemiga actually are with how they progress up here. With that said, Youngstar still clearing the B side of the maps, and it's going to be tough here because Nemiga moving up quite quickly. The flash in's not going to be all that great. HE not landing either. Nemiga dodging a lot of util right now. Incendiary to slow things down, allow Sampayas some extra time to get into position to help his teammate out.
3v5. Oh, that smoke's fading. It's a missed shot, though. Youngstar and X-Cloud get punished in return, and suddenly Sampayas will find himself with no backup. And they should never, ever be able to win this. Sway will take him down. It's a fantastic job at the end of it. The first half here for Nemiga is looking stunning.
It really is, and also just the fact that Xanta, he didn't necessarily have a big first map, but this second map, he is going crazy. And then they go to that long take, and Nemiga. Xanta is the first person to draw blood here. The fight continues. Here with a team kill onto Youngstar, and the frags raining in for the CT side. Nemiga shutting this long take completely down, and Sampayas gets nothing. See what they can get done here. So B split definitely looks like it's on the cards right now. The smoke's going there to cover CT spawn. Khan starting to close in on that position behind the smoke.
They're going to go and stand inside of that smoke, all 3 people in the middle, and then they will just bust out immediately. Khan goes down. It's very hard to control. Just on the scaffolding here, Sway hoping to hold on, but that is not going to be possible. The rest of them, they didn't even make it away through the smoke in CT spawn. Yeah, great execute. Really good work. Heroic, they really do love this idea of standing in smokes like that and all coming out. And it's actually, if ever it was possible to get a shot of how that works from, you know, top down, like straight on down, you're going to see that when they exit that smoke that's towards the B side, they obviously don't run out in one long line. They sort of jump out in different directions, and it just makes it so hard to stop. Like, even if you know it's coming, it's harder to get the kills.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is so cool. This is so cool. You know, Heroic running, getting to run their round, and getting a situation where 4 players survive. This is, we talked about it, that this is the perfect.
Santa has a bit of a smoke, and if nothing else, that might just help them out with, you know, getting up here and trying to hold on to the A-bomb side. There's only 1 player in middle at the moment. Everyone else is going up long for the Heroic side. Santa up on top. He sees the shadow. 5-7. Not quite doing any damage just yet. It looked like some of that should have connected. LNC and Youngstar finding some early kills, and that should pave the way for a pretty easy plant here. They're going to find Youngstar at the top here. Who really cares about that now? Bomb delayed because they want to clear everything. Who can blame them?
Yeah. And, you know, Xanta played that really, really well with the 5-7. There's definitely a world where he gets a dink or even a kill there.
Buy round for Nemiga after winning the pistol but then losing the second. Heroics, they set straight up for this. 1 kill here, and that's all they need for Sampayas. or LNC as the case may be. His third kill of the map, and now trying to open it up. Sway, a little bit of a spray down. Why is he not dead yet? Pistols out, he gets another dink. And now rushing through Khan, he wants to follow it up. That might have been too much. I feel like that might have been a mistake. They had a 3-on-2. I know he wanted to kill that player, but that is very risky. No bomb plant happening yet, and a 2v2. That could be everything to Heroic.
After that entry, I'm surprised that Heroic have this good of a situation. Or rather, sorry, Nemiga. As they make their way in for the retake here. The smokes, the doors, the molly making things a little bit more challenging. They're going close though. Down below the window now.
Yeah, it's not a bad position to be in. One of them is going to come through. Should be Tania getting this fight every time, but instead it's Santa just walking in with the headshots on Pius, gets the one, and now he's got the Deagle out looking to deliver, but he can't do it. Kid picked up and running back in. Santa, I don't know if there's enough time. I think they might have waited a little bit too long. He's on it right here, and in the last second, he manages to pick it up. They have enough for something here anyway. But a hard round to lose, no question. Nemiga, 2 rounds away from qualifying to the next stage and also sending out Heroic. Santa again, the headshots just keep raining through. Those of you who are laughing at him on Mirage, which you maybe had a bit of a reason to, although this did also mention how he probably was entering a lot of the time and there were probably a lot of follow-up kills. I think that's a good context, but look at him now. 14-8. Him and Sway both wrecking Heroic. Between the two of them is so much firepower. It's X-Cloud, great entry. Liam also getting blown up, and honestly, Santa almost have to wait for some teammates if you want to fight for it at all.
Going dry into the cat peak there is kind of crazy. They had like 3 Molotovs, the T side, Heroic. Here we go. Oh. Getting sprayed there. Well, now you've just made him angry. He's going to take down Risky Bob. And he's also going to take those away, so don't anger Tanea. 7-11.
LNC moves closer. There are 3 people here, but again, if they just peek, you know, and win the first fight, then it's going to be fine. No utility being thrown just yet. LNC, though, will get a grenade to his face, and the flash actually works against him. Takes him down. Santa with 1 more headshot. Tania hunting in the middle, looking to see if he can close the distance, but that counter flash coming out. Might just have to shut it down. Santa wanted to peek in there. That's so aggressive. A 4v4 now in about 45 seconds, and it looks like they're going to be going catwalk again.
Yeah, still 2 players on long though for Nemiga to try to defend this. Oh, hang on. Hold the phone. Bomb is going back towards the B side, but there is a player in middle. Are they going to go through mid? Yes, they are, but it's a 3v1, not winnable there for Sway, as now the bomb gets rerouted safely through Dark, and 20 seconds to plant. Plenty of time here. Nemiga just coming up short. Great mid-rounding there from Heroic.
It is. What a read. You watch one player run out of the V-bomb site, and you trust that that was the only person there. That you don't think, oh, maybe there could be someone in, you know, window and scaffolding, whatever. You're so sure. Very nicely done. So Pius might have only got the 1 kill in this round, but to be honest, he pretty much won it for his team just by getting the spot. Risky Bob now being hunted for. Sure, he can see the shadow there, but the re-peek is going to be in. I feel like X-Cloud is starting to come alive a bit more.
Yeah.
You're seeing some of those lightning shots that he's been hitting on Mirage as well. We're getting really close to the same thing happening to them. We've got 3 HEs on the CT side, so there could be a bit of a trick to try and do some damage. 1 and 2, and trying to push in behind it. The 5-7 youngster gets a little bit overwhelmed here. X-Cloud's very important that he lives. Otherwise, they can get both the AKs and get back to the site. It's Sway with a very long spray, and they lose Tania on long. Lear pushing up. It's 1 more kill for the smoke. What is happening? Heroic! They might have given it up in this one. Lear is on his feet for this, as they now need 1 more round.
Oh no. Oh no.
We need Tania and Sunpires to hit some more shots. Certainly be nice if LNC could do a bit more than 4 kills right now, but flick misses. Khan decides to exit the position. It cost him a lot of health, and X-Cloud heard that. He wanted to run him down. Look at Santa. Is he going to keep pushing long? Oh, what a time to do this. This could be it. This could be what sends them into the next stage. He's got the right timing for it. They're still in the middle. They have no idea. On the other side of the walls, it'll be a second before he can actually find anyone, but now he's calling it out. Inside of the bomb site, we've got a couple of players. One of them, Sway, another headshot to take down X-Cloud, and now they're Bleeding players, Heroic, they're in trouble. It's so clean work. And a Risky Bob almost kills Sunpius here. They know everything. They've got them boxed in. Santa isn't even moving any longer. He's just keeping the lid on Heroic. And 30 seconds left. I don't think they've got a chance here. A shot onto Khan. It's a nice little detail, but ultimately Sunpius is on his own. And one click from Santa will be enough. It's Nemiga. A fantastic major run already. Surprising the world with what they've shown up for, and they send Heroic out of the major.